Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pesky Plumbers Podcast, episode 21, and I'm here joined by these beautiful, magnificent people in my chat. What's up, everyone?
You fucking scared the shit out of me, bro. God damn.
Yelled in my ear, bro.
Something I was expecting, alright? That just literally came out of nowhere.
Bro, we gotta be hype in here, bro. We gotta get the hype beast going on. You don't know.
Yeah, the elephant.
Alright, we gotta get the hype train going. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Pokemon Smasher Pass. I'm live.
Yo!
No!
Yes,
Mark
sir!
did it once, we're not doing it again.
We did it once. Wait a minute. What did I miss?
This video to 15,000 likes and we will do it.
I just find it funny that after Markiplier uploaded that video, other channels that seem to be losing their normal view counts started doing it too. Like literally, Game Grumps had like 2 separate 30 to 40 minute parts of that, and then He Who Shall Not Be Named also did one, and only got like I think less than 2K views because everyone hates him. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, his tag starts with V. So yeah, there you go.
I
know who he is. I know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't like him either. But anyway, if we're talking about VieuxCrouton, by the way. But anyways, Anyway, so let's introduce each other. We're going from bottom to top.
Wow, I gotta start from the bottom.
Because we don't like you.
True.
Damn.
Wow, he literally didn't want to introduce himself. So anyways, after you go instead.
He pulled an Edgar.
He pulled it. Abdir doesn't want to introduce himself either. What is? I said bottom to top.
Yo, but you skipped. You skipped. Okay. Anyway, it is I, SabdierZ of the YouTube.com variety. Okay, that is my full legal name. Never forget it. Okay,
True.
It's easy as, alright? The best YouTuber of all time, the best video game player of all time. In order to be as good as I am, you need to learn how to breathe, sleep, and play like me, the king. Anyways, there you go.
True. Also, the reason why we skipped Theo is because he literally was just silent.
My man's dead.
Okay, but at first we were going Edgar. I don't know.
Anyways,
man.
you
You
go.
said bottom.
Man just said bottom to top. This is my life's a mess.
I am so confused, bro. Anyways, hello, it's me, Crouton, the French guy. Not the coolest guy around, but he's there. Anyways, hello.
I didn't say.
But you are very but bro, you are very French though. I'll give you that.
Man.
So anyways, next.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, May, also go by Travis. I draw some family-friendly content on Twitter, except without the family or the friendly part, so go ahead and check me out. I'll chill at the end of this video, but hey, that's all I got.
Understandable. So next.
I play video games, that's it.
Wow, not even saying his name. He just said I play video games.
Not even gonna say your name.
He's just like, I play video games. Anyways,
Yeah, I'm a
next.
gamer, bro. What do you want me to do? I'm a gamer.
You are a disappointment.
Alright, next.
There you go. No, I got it. I'll do his intro for
You're
you.
gonna do his?
I am JPCKing 1586, king of RPGs, best gamer of all time when it comes to RPGs. Trust me, you'll never spend more time with your girl more than I spend time on RPGs.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Are we
you.
making fun of him for over leveling?
True. Anyways,
Why do you keep doing this?
Level
Anyways,
50, you
last
can
person
see
introduce
it.
themselves. Go.
It'd be me, ColorfulMee. Let's go. I don't know.
You know what? It works. All right. I'm just.
I had half the intro ready, and then my brain stopped working.
And of course, I'm your host, Septic here. And of course, before we get this podcast rolling, how are y'all? And what have y'all been doing recently?
Fuck.
Elden Ring.
What the fuck?
You've been doing what?
No, that was a lie. He's not doing that. He's playing Elden Ring, and then he stopped.
True.
I'll get back to it. I'm just playing other games.
Like what?
Like the game I'm playing right now.
King of Fighters 15.
True. Base.
Competitions.
See, that's an answer.
See, there you go. That's the answer. What about you, Travis?
Dying waiting for Kirby.
Understandable.
But, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's this month though, isn't it? Soon.
Soon.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Damn. I get to play Chaos first.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos is power. Enriched by the... Anyways.
True. As for me, I guess I've been I recently beat Pokemon Legends Arceus, and the final boss with Arceus was actually a nice challenge. Fun game. I definitely really enjoyed it.
What's this? A good Pokemon game?
I know, right? Bro, I'm just saying the last 2 battles in the game are fire, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't spoil it to you too much.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Basically, alright, for context, I mean, I'm gonna make a video about
Actually, wait, no, hold up. Spoilers. Arceus is in the game. Have a great day. Anyway,
It's just like Lucifer being the final boss of SNT3.
hey,
Bro.
Anyways,
go ahead.
so for context, so I've been doing my amiibo journey. I'm almost done. Obviously, there's still more Smash amiibo to come out, but of all the ones that have been released, I'm almost done. So until I'm done with that, I'm not gonna buy Arceus, but I will afterwards. And I've heard it's a fun time, so you know what? I mean, hey, if people like it, I might like it too. You know, it is what it is.
yeah, true. All right.
Jeez.
But if no one else has any games to bring up, I think it's time to start our topics.
I actually-
You all want to talk about something? Go for it. Go.
Y'all didn't talk about the masterpiece that is Elden Ring. Anyways,
Hey, I mean, well, Edgar brought it up that he was playing. Yeah,
Edgar
he was
mentioned
playing.
He mentioned it earlier.
mentioned it, but not talked about it. This game is a masterpiece. It's the best Dark Souls. It's gonna be and stay the best.
Why is this man trying to sound like Donkey? I should just cut him off for trying to do that. But anyways,
Donkey? What?
WWE
That was a
2K22 is actually a good game and not a piece of shit.
yeah, I've heard that one as well.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Like, actually, 2K actually listened to the community and actually made a good game.
That's
It's
awesome.
actually
'Cause
pretty fun.
Didn't they skip a year?
They skipped 2 years.
2 years?
Huh?
Yeah, they said our game's dog water. Let's spend 2 years and make a good one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, who would have thought? Not me.
But no, it's actually fun. I put myself in the game and Obibo, our friend Obibo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last thing for real. But epic thing, okay. So I don't know if I ever said it during the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But my Switch is modded.
Oh, you pulled the
And-
Nintendo no thing. They wouldn't like that. Anyway,
Bro, I modded my
Not
3DS.
getting
But
What are they
anyways,
gonna do?
Okay, so for those who know about Yuzu and there's a guy actually making Yuzu and Switch, Smash on Switch have rollback and crossplay. So I think that's really sick. As long as you got a modded Switch, of course. But that's all I wanted to say about that real quick before we start getting into the topic.
so anyways, Nintendo is gonna watch this video one day, hear this, and the next thing you know, the Nintendo ninjas are gonna be outside your door.
My door, dude. Bro, like every time, no joke. All right, every single like, oh, how to hack your Switch or how to do this with your Switch, I have not like. They just keep getting deleted off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't even surprise me. But it's Nintendo. You know, we had a topic like that with Nintendo, how anal they are. You know, in the previous episode and all that stuff.
And not the fun kind.
True. But
Yep, you could say that again.
anyways, let's talk about our first topic, guys. So I guess two game announcements, that we got randomly here. We got Soul Hackers 2 and Street Fighter 6 that got revealed recently. I think they were I don't think they were back to back. I think it was one
happened before the other.
Yeah, one happened before the other. Then a couple days. I forgot. It's been a while.
It's been like a couple days since those two announcements have been made.
Yeah, so we have a new edition of Soul Hackers, which, if I recall, the first game was on
3DS.
3DS.
No, wasn't that a remake though? That should have been a remake, if I recall.
I think
Yes.
so.
I think the original,
But
the original was on another console. I think it was on a Sega console back then. I could be wrong. Anyways, so we're finally getting a sequel to Soul Hackers after many years, basically. And of course, for Street Fighter, we're finally getting Street Fighter 6. We see absolutely nothing when it comes to gameplay. Just that it's using the RE engine.
But Ryu.
So what do you guys want to talk about first? Which one of these two games you want to mention first?
Let's get Street Fighter 6 so after you can talk about it for like 2 hours.
All right.
Like,
well,
bro, why you gotta be like that, bro?
Fine, you know what?
It be like that, you know?
You know what? Okay, fine. So basically, when it comes to Street Fighter 6, all we basically know is that Ryu finally has sandals. This is something that he has not had since Street Fighter 1. It's called footwear. Of course, Ryu also has a beard. And we also see the character he is opposing, which is Luke. Luke is a character introduced to Street Fighter 5, which is a character from Street Fighter 6, which is actually really stupid, because his design in Street Fighter 5 has him with dumbbell braces and Popeye-like forearms. Okay? Whereas in Street Fighter 6, he still has the Popeye forearms, but now has a better looking design compared to his original. Though I still prefer the hoodie from Street Fighter 5. Anyways, when it comes to Street Fighter 6, as far as we know, it only has the RE engine, which, in my opinion, is fine. However, I think fighting games should go for more stylized approaches instead of trying to make everything look realistic. I mean, what's next? Ryu starts coughing up blood and they do fatalities on each other? What happens when they do a Shoryuken and their head rips off? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Anyways, when it comes to Street Fighter 6, my only hopes is that it actually comes with a good base launch roster, an actual arcade mode, potential story, good online, and most importantly, but not limited to, the roster featuring great characters such as Ryu, Akuma, Chun-Li, Ken, and other characters like fan favorites such as Alex. And they should totally have G.
From Minecraft?
Street Fighter 6,
Oh my god.
I hope, is a great game. Alright, but as far as we know, the only thing we know about it are 2 characters, potential art style, and the fact that their logo was ripped straight out of Adobe. So yeah, have fun with all that information.
True, thank you. He summed it up. Next game. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, thank you for our TikTok.
I'm kidding. So, yeah, we do know that the only 2 characters in the game are Ryu and Luke. Luke looks way better in this game than he does in Street Fighter 5. Like, free. I don't know about you guys, but like, I honestly do think Luke looks way better.
I want them to add as a character the doctor that can explain to me the medical condition that is Luke's Popeye arms.
True. That's what I want to know too. Ryu is in the game,
It's like
but he's
Master Roshi, you know? He just buffs up when he feels like it.
Exactly. But Ryu's not in the game. What it actually is Chris Redfield. If you kind of take a look and analyze it, it looks like Chris. So Chris Redfield got in instead of Ryu. So we got Chris Redfield in the game, guys. So he has big arm. He's gonna punch some boulders. He's got this, bro. We got.
So they are bringing back Marvel vs. Capcom. I knew it.
Yeah, I wish. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so basically when it comes to Street Fighter 6, I mean, obviously we know nothing about it, but from my own like 2 cents, I just hope it launches with a good base roster, because the base roster of 5, I think, was only 14 or 16 characters.
16,
that is
16.
very low. All right, if there are characters I hope return, if this game, because, I mean, there's nowhere else they can fit on the timeline. If this game takes place after Street Fighter 3, I would hope that characters that they include in this game are characters like Q, because obviously there's G, but like, I hope, like, we find out more about Q, you know? I hope we see other characters like Sean come back, alright, from Street Fighter Third Strike. I want characters like Remy to come back. Remy would be interesting.
Yeah, from Ratatouille. I love that dude, bro.
All right, dude.
Wrong, Remy.
That's it. I'm gonna fight you. So, yeah, like Remy is a good example. Like, there are a lot of Third Strike characters that I would like to see come back, even if they were considered weird. But my concern is that since they're going with a realistic approach, will there be any goofy characters this time around? Because in Street Fighter 3, you had characters like Necro and Oro who were like some really ugly looking dudes. And then in Street Fighter 4, you had some very goofy characters like Rufus or Hakan. And I love those types of characters. Not all of them, you know, like Rufus, but I do like a lot of those characters. And I fear that if they do go for like this more realistic approach, that a lot more of those goofier characters may not end up returning, which sucks because, like I said, I really love like those types of characters, especially a character like El Fuerte. I like characters with personality, and that's why I just don't like this whole realistic style setup, in my personal opinion. I think SNK got it better with like an art style and having like stylized character designs. So even though when they do have goofy characters, they fit. All right, it doesn't feel like they're out of place. I hope Capcom doesn't be like, well, we have this realistic art style, so and these characters might make it feel out of place. So that's my worry. But we'll see what happens because we might get more information around Evo potentially. I think they said June or July.
They said summer. Said summer
They said
2022.
summer.
We're gonna get more information on the game.
Yeah.
So around there, we'll probably see it, and I'm pretty sure it might be Evo. Let's be real, because Evo is summer, so it's most likely we have to wait until beginning of August so we can find out information on the game. But the one thing I definitely can't talk about Street Fighter 6, because let's be real here, we really can't talk about much from what they showed. It was just a little teaser saying, yeah, Street Fighter 6 is a real thing with a shitty freaking logo. But
We got Wide Ryu.
wide Ryu.
Also, fix Ken, please.
Fix Ken, yo, true. Hashtag fix Ken. Anyways, what we can't talk about is roster size or like any characters you want, because as Abdir mentioned, there's only 16 characters in the base roster of Street Fighter V, and it was later expanded upon with DLC. And the game finally was made worth purchasing once Arcade Edition came out, and of course with Champion Edition, it was even better. So when it comes to base roster, I kind of hope for me personally, right? Like for 1v1 fighting games, I personally want a 24 character limit at least 24. If you go over, that's even better. But I'm not a fan of like very small rosters for 1v1 games. Like that's also one of the reasons why I didn't buy Guilty Gear Strive at launch, because Guilty Gear Strive didn't have that many characters at launch. There were some great characters, but I just didn't want to buy them because I was like, I kind of want some more and all that stuff. So I do hope that Street Fighter 6 has like at least 24. But I want to know what you guys think for your ideal like 1v1 fighting game. Like where would you like how many fighting games characters would you want in a 1v1 game?
I think 20 to 30 is a pretty good number
20 to 30.
to start off with.
As long as there's one character that I just really like, I really don't care.
Understand? I mean, that's understandable too. Like if you get a character you really want, you don't care. You're not gonna care about the others. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that I hope that they bring back all protagonists. Okay, so we get Ryu back, we get Alex back. We can pretty much agree that Rashid was definitely the protagonist of Street Fighter V.
True. I mean, to be
All
fair,
right.
Rashid was like, I think in my opinion, Rashid was like one of the best characters of Street Fighter V. So I would definitely love to see the man back.
Exactly. So Rashid definitely. I hope he comes back. Chun-Li is definitely going to come back because they got to make money off.
No, they're not.
Costumes.
What do you mean? They're gonna cut Chun-Li?
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
I'm kidding.
But
Quickest thing to lose money ever.
True.
like when it comes to Street Fighter 5, I mean Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6. I think that if they do the same thing they did with 5, lackluster roster, no arcade mode. All right,
Yeah,
not even
everything.
existing store mode.
Everything had to come via updates. Bro, I was like, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Like that story mode, by the way, terrible. Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of characters that we can kind of see and hope for in the series and all that stuff. Like, I mean, we can all agree universally that if we have to say 4 characters that are going to be in this base roster, is Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Cammy. Let's be fucking real here. Like,
True.
You
no.
didn't see Cammy's ass sweat as a fight.
I wouldn't even say that's guaranteed because like for instance like E Honda was part of the original World Warriors and he wasn't in until I think like season 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, E Honda, yeah, he's a classic character, but like, I mean, I can kind of understand why they were cutting him and all that stuff, but it still sucks nonetheless. Because I think he was the only Street Fighter 2 character that was missing until like, what? I think he came in season 4.
Base Street Fighter 2.
Base Street Fighter 2.
Not Street Fighter 2 in general, because if we're talking about Street Fighter 2 in general,
Yeah,
there's
Fei
still like
Long.
characters like T-Hawk, Fei Long. All right. Really, what they should be doing is include Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. There you go.
True.
Base roster.
Easy clap. No, what do you mean? We got Kage. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my, this guy stinks.
Bro, I'm spitting. Anyways,
I
but
can't believe what came out of your mouth.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Anyways, but yeah, no, yeah. I just mentioned those 4 because like they're like really big and popular and all that stuff. So I feel like they definitely would show up. Let's see, characters that weren't in Street Fighter 4 that weren't in Street Fighter 5 that I want to see, like Sea Viper, Crimson Viper is one of them. If you haven't played Street Fighter here, you'll recognize her in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. and probably was it Abel? I think it was Abel. That was his name, and I forgot the I think and Guy. Poor Guy was cut.
Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
Profound sadness.
Makoto, she was cut as well.
Makoto, you.
I don't like you. Makoto was cut. Elena's not in the game, but that's another character. But what other characters do you think were cut that weren't in this Street Fighter V that you want to see, if you can even think of any? I basically kind of said a lot of the general popular ones.
I think you did.
I don't know, man. Give me 10. Just 10, I'll be fine.
For a casual's perspective, like, you know, like, I want to hear from, like, a casual's perspective, as someone who doesn't really follow many fighting games. So, you know, I guess this is more of, like, a question. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. This is more of a question for Theo. Like, what would make you get Street Fighter 6? Because I want to hear from your perspective, because, you know, a lot of people in the fighting game community talk about, like, what they want to see, like in terms of them, and they try to say stuff for casuals. But I think it's better to, like, ask someone who really does not care much about fighting games that will buy one here and there just because, like, oh, it looks nice or something like that. So I want to hear your thoughts. Like, what will make you buy Street Fighter 6?
So the main 4 characters that come to mind when I think, like, Street Fighter roster, it's Ryu, Chun-Li, Cammy, and Guile, because, you know, those guys are from Fortnite.
I don't like... You know what? Maybe it was a mistake asking him something, bro.
Oh, no.
I want to murder this man. I never wanted to murder a man so fucking much.
I hate you, bro. I hate you so much.
But yeah, no, like, to be honest, I guess, like, Akuma probably, and Bison, of course. You know, I guess those are, like, the normal kind of just deal that you should have in a Street Fighter game. But, like, what were some weird absences in 5? Let's see.
I mentioned some of them, like C Viper, Abel. A lot of the Street Fighter 2 characters were in, like, from base Street Fighter 2, not you know, the expansion, except for Cammy. Oh, Cammy and Akuma, excuse me. Like Abdir mentioned, like Fei Long and T-Hawk, for example, they were characters added to the expansion of Street Fighter 2, but they were not in Street Fighter 5.
At all?
Oh, I can't believe I fucked up. I completely missed one character. Dudley. Dudley was not in this game at all.
Gutter trash.
Like, how are you gonna do my man Dudley like this, bro? Like, Dudley is like, bro, he's the boy, bro.
He's the sickest, bro.
And I'm
One
kind
of my favorite things.
He was actually fun to play.
Yeah, no, and I'm also looking at some other like street like alpha characters, but like I think we got like most of the popular ones here that I can think of. Oh, I know people want to see. I think her name was it Ingrid? But like she's not like she was a Street Fighter character nowadays, but like she mainly first appeared in a canceled 3D Capcom fighting game. Though it was like a Capcom versus Capcom kind of scenario.
Capcom versus Capcom?
Yeah. Then they threw her into Street Fighter Alpha 3, and then we did not see her again until Project Cross Zone 2. Like, out of all the games to see her again in, Project Cross Zone 2.
I want a remake for Project Cross Zone 2.
Get bodied, kid.
But yeah, no, like, so yeah, no, back to Theo. So that's character-wise, but what about, like, game modes? Or, like you know, for the game, like, gameplay, modes, online, what do you look for?
I don't know. Oh, man.
What do you mean you don't know?
What you know about rolling?
I don't know. Did they stop doing the Street Fighter 4 mechanic where it's like you turn all inky and all that?
Yeah, that's been gone.
Yeah, that's been gone.
Yeah, because Street Fighter 5 is about it's V
Mm-hmm.
triggers and all that stuff.
Do you guys like it?
Yeah, people like V triggers. V triggers are pretty good. Like V triggers are honestly really damn good.
Okay.
But no, I just want to like just from a casual's perspective, because like you know some casuals are like the game looks pretty, I'm gonna buy it. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Oh hell no.
Like Mortal Kombat. That's why Mortal Kombat sells. Or you know, casuals are like, yo, it's bloody and gory. It looks super hyper realistic. I'm buying the game. You know what I mean?
That's cringe.
That's fine. If you can't, if you don't really have anything else to input, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I can't really say much about it, bro. I'm not that crazy about fighting games. Bro.
Yeah, no,
Me either. Let's go.
yeah, that's why I asked you in general, because I know you would get certain fighting games. Like for example, like you're a fan of Persona, you know, you're the Persona guy here, and you're gonna get Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Like I know that for a fact, you know.
No.
What do you mean no? He's lying to you. Anyways, man, I just want to ask because I know you're not that crazy on like fighting games, so like I thought you would be like the perfect example. Like I wouldn't ask that say to Jonathan, for example, since he doesn't really care much about fighting games like that, so I wouldn't really ask him the question like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I just want the game to succeed and not be like, for example, I know I was extremely turned off when it came to Street Fighter V, even though like I wanted to get into it kind of,
Mm-hmm.
but then I saw the roster and then just how the game kind of looked, how they. I mean, back then I used to think how they massacred Ken.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
And
It's just the way the model looks, Street Fighter's engine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So yeah, we can't really talk much about Street Fighter 6 because again, we didn't see any gameplay. We only saw 2 characters, so all we can do is hope for what character we want to see. So I guess that's Street Fighter 6, and that leaves us with Soul Hackers 2. Once again, this is part of the SMT spin-off, so we're getting another RPG. However, things are different with this game, because from what I remember, Soul Hackers 1 is more of a dungeon crawler, and when you get into battles, it's more of like a first-person perspective. Like, Travis, I'm pretty sure you played the game.
Odyssey.
Bruh.
Yeah, no. It's a first-person perspective dungeon crawler that has first-person fighting mechanics. If anything, a game that could be relative to it that in terms of recency would pretty much be Persona Q. Persona
Odyssey.
Persona Q plays exactly like Soul Hackers, and like Theo said, they both come from the Etrian Odyssey school of dungeon crawling. So,
which is like the basic form.
And yeah, no, like there were some details I forgot that they like kind of like explained for what they wanted for the game, because they wanted to focus it more on like, because like if you kind of notice, the game's a little bit more colorful compared to the previous century. Of course, gameplay, it's no longer first-person perspective, and it looks more like your typical, like more of a SMT or Persona-like game. Everyone's got guns.
Guns.
Yo, Persona 3. What?
Oh my god! But of course, we'll be able to make our demons. Because I'm not too sure how they work. Because again, I haven't really played the original Soul Hackers. I have it on my 3DS, but I have yet to play it. I bought it on sale. But I'm pretty sure with you can make your demons and all stuff. I'm not too sure what they do. But by any chance, Travis, you like know a lot about the gameplay? You can kind of talk about it.
I mean, Soul Hackers in terms of gameplay, like you had mentioned about the demons. Yes, there is a compendium, and you can make demons, and there's also the classic SMT staple of you can convince demons to become your allies and join your side and all that stuff, which kind of makes for good fodder. One thing that was in Soul Hackers that I don't know if they're gonna do in Soul Hackers 2 in the sequel is, I can't remember specifically, but there was a type of demon that you could make. It was like this nameless demon, kind of looked like an alien, sort of.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Basically,
I forgot his name.
But basically, if you had that demon, you could basically funnel the abilities of other demons into it. So it was sort of like a build your own demon sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're gonna do that for the sequel, but if they do, hey, that'd be pretty dope, especially with all the demons and stuff that they could add, since we're neck deep in this franchise already. So
Okay. But like, do you know? I'm pretty sure the press turn system isn't there, right? What's present in SMT, right? It's more of like your typical. Is it more of a typical turn based, or does it have the press turn?
no, it's more typical turn based, really. Like, I think it works on the same RPG mechanics. Whoever's faster goes first, and all that other stuff. It's not really that much to go off of.
Okay.
It's only funny because when you said press turn, I thought you were going to talk about the fact that you actually have to, in classic dungeon crawling fashion, you have to press a button to actually turn your character.
Bruh.
Oh, like
'Cause that was-
Persona Q?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, basically, that's what they did. I mean, basically, yeah. I don't know if SMT Soul Hackers did the same thing. Mind you, it's been years since I played this game, so it's just like everything is like reappearing fresh in my head. Like, I remember demons, I remember gameplay, but I do not remember movement.
Because one of the things I want to mention as well is that this recently got like talked about on Twitter. Because it was basically full of people either complaining or some people saying they don't care so long as the game's fun. But one of the things that I saw people say, because the game takes a lot of inspiration from the Persona series. All right, it's very obvious that it does. Emphasizing, like I'm pretty sure it focuses on kind of like what Persona 5 does, where you have to try to hit the demon's weaknesses and all that stuff so you can get those once mores. So
Good.
But like,
so like the press turn system.
yeah, and I think I saw something in the game that looks similar to an all-out attack. I just don't know the name. But like basically, like they're like using Persona as like a main inspiration for Soul Hackers too. Like, cause I think the director was saying that he was afraid that some people will like kind of be turned away by it because it's a different approach to how they did it compared to Soul Hackers 1. And it led to this argument from what I saw like on Twitter. Where it was one camp where people were fine with it so long as the game is fun. And then on one side where, people were like, it's an SMT game, it should just focus on being what it is and not try to copy Persona and all that stuff. So it led to this war of like people not agreeing with that versus people not saying, yeah, go for it, whatever you want to do, as long as the game's fun. But I want to know, what do you guys think?
Oh, wait, his name is Zomazid. His name is Zomazid, that little alien dude.
Oh, wow, you spoiled us. Thank you.
Wow, bro. Oh, damn. Anyways, but no, for real. Like, so, like, what do you guys think? Do you guys care? Because me, personally, I really don't. Like, so long as the game is fun, that's what really matters to me, right?
I still want to, like, try out Soul Hackers,
I mean, to me, I feel like it's fine. I'll be one of those people that tries to see things from both sides' perspective. It's just like, yeah, I can see where a person who played the original Soul Hackers will probably come in and see that it's sort of bleeding into like Persona territory while still trying to be an SMT game. And it's an interesting mix, especially since SMT compared to Persona, like, and I'm going to say this loosely, has much darker themes than Persona does. Like, Persona gets dark, but not SMT dark.
No, SMT is crazy. Like,
it's like personally, I'm just like, I don't mind if it plays like Persona, because it's just like, I mean, Persona, especially Persona 5, was a very fun game that like had very innovative gameplay mechanics. I mean, not to mention that Persona 5 itself was sort of SMT was bleeding into that game too, because that's when they brought back the negotiation system, which was a staple for the SMT franchise.
Yeah, no, like they definitely brought that back, which is honestly really damn cool in my opinion. I honestly like that over just getting it. I mean, cards, yeah, sure, it's easier, but whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's why personally I'm on the side of I don't care so long as the game is fun. But I can definitely see all the diehard SMT fans and their argument of how I guess the original Soul Hackers was a little fun to play, so watching it sort of go into the gameplay that's more Persona-esque might be a turnoff to those people. But then again, I mean, if you want that type of gameplay, just play Etrian Odyssey, or just go back to the original Soul Hackers. Nobody's stopping you.
But no, I do think, like, I mean, the game looks good. Like, it looks enjoyable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play Soul Hackers 1. Hopefully I enjoy it, right? And I'm probably gonna play this one. I'm gonna enjoy it as well, you know? Like, so long as the game's good, that's what really matters to me, you know?
True.
But no, that's all I can say about Soul Hackers, since I have yet to play the original. So, you know, I can't add on to anything else. But do you have anything to say?
Do the same.
Yeah, do you have anything else to say about it, Travis? Or anyone else that want to like talk about it if they saw the trailer?
Didn't.
She looks like Joker.
Oh!
Speaking of Joker,
No,
they
bro,
have Persona 5 costumes.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right there. Is Persona 5 costume. But no, I was gonna say, bro, she looks like the girl from Honkai Impact with the I forgot her name, but Travis, you know who I'm talking about.
The one with the Honkais you want to impact?
True.
Which
Wait a
one?
minute.
Which
The
one?
crazy chick, green haired.
Oh, green hair. Frick. Yeah, I know who you're talking. I forgot her name.
It's been a while.
So long.
Yeah, it has
It's
been a while. But you know what I'm talking about, though, so that's what matters. But I know that's what she reminded me of. But if we have nothing else to say about Soul Hackers, we'll go ahead and move on. You guys good?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, just hope the game turns out good. Because, like, really, it doesn't matter if it's Persona all over again. It doesn't matter. It's a good series. Stop sucking SMT off, bro.
Okay, but SMT.
No, stop sucking Persona off. That's what you meant to say.
I mean, to be fair, both sides suck off their respective games. It's just it's just a matter of which one is sucking the longest.
True, but anyways, that's. But yeah, no, like, so let's go ahead and get to the next topic then. So we had a Pokemon, what was it? Pokemon Presents, I think it was.
Yes.
But the thing is, we're not going to talk about the whole Pokemon Presents because literally, like, what mostly talked about was like mobile games, like Pokemon Masters EX.
Pokemon Sleep.
No, yeah, definitely did not mention that. They talked about Pokemon Unite, and there was also a free update for Legends Arceus that came out and everything like that.
Who cares?
Which, I mean, no, it was cool, but like it's nothing crazy. Like, you know,
Exactly.
it was just a
That's
nice
what
small
I'm
update.
saying.
It was still nice nonetheless. But of course, the main thing is that Gen 9 has been announced. Your typical 3-year gap between Pokemon games. Once again, here we go. We're entering a new generation. So yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Who wants to go first? What did you think of it?
They put downloaded Pokemon game.
I hate you. Anyways,
It's too soon.
you said too soon. Gotcha.
It do feel pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, yeah, I was gonna say that it feels like it's too soon. That, and you could definitely see that it's a little too soon via the trailer that they showed off. I mean, aside from the fact that there was little to no gameplay, they obviously are inspiring one of the starters from a Kingdom Hearts representative.
True.
The way you said it.
The fact that the main trainer kind of looks a little generic.
True.
Got no drip.
Really,
Like,
literally no drip compared to every other character in the series, bro.
Like literally the most generic Pokemon protagonist we've gotten so far.
They're just dressed like generic school children.
They really are. Like,
And I'm just kind of sitting there. It's like what I'm hoping for this game, which I mean, I guess it's early enough to talk about hope since we don't have enough information for the game to the point where I can say what I want and then just be disappointed down the line later when Game Freak continues the same bullshit they've been doing for almost 30 years.
True. I'm kidding, but
my hopes for the game is that they kind of take a tip from what I consider to be the peak of Pokemon innovation, regardless of how empty it kind of felt at times, and that was Legends Arceus.
True.
I'm not hoping
They
for
seem
like
to have the open areas at least.
they have the big open areas from what it seems like. I think combat, like the gameplay, when you get into battle, it no longer transitions. I think it's similar to Legends Arceus. It just happens on the field. However, I'm pretty sure strong and agile Star are gone, which I mean honestly makes sense, right?
Fine.
To be
We
fair,
don't need
it's
to be a one-to-one thing.
Yeah.
We just need a lot of the stuff from this game to be in that game because this game is very good because of the things that it changes.
But other than that, I don't know what else because I'm pretty sure we're not going to be dodge rolling away from Pokemon. I really do want Pokemon attacking us in the middle of the wild. I want
that because it felt like to be honest, I felt more pressured that way, and the game became significantly much more fun to play as a result.
Yeah, it's not like Sword and Shield where like the Pokemon chases you and then transition to turn base.
I want my Dark Souls,
But
please.
I forgot who mentioned it here, but like when you mentioned that the game is too early,
Yeah, me.
I definitely get what you're saying because literally the thing is that literally every single Pokemon game has like either a 3-year or a 4-year time span. Like for example, the original Ruby and Sapphire released in 2002 for Japan, and I think we got it here in 2003. But anyways, we're going with the Japan year. So 2002. Then in 2003, they got Fire Red and Leaf Green. We got in 2004, I believe. And then Emerald came out in 2004 for them, and we got in 2005. They had a rare occurrence where they actually did skip a year, and then they jumped straight into Diamond and Pearl the next year. So it was like a 4-year time span. And in between Diamond and Pearl, it was another like 4 years as well. It started changing with, I think, Gen 6, where Gen 6 was 2013, and Gen 6 ended in 2016 when we got Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon, same thing. It only lasted 3 years. In 2019, we got Sword and Shield. So usually, like, it's a 3 to 4 year time gap before they jump into the next one. But I definitely understand what you mean by too soon, because we want them to take their time with it, because if they take their time with it, the end product can be better, and they have more time to put it, to put more things into it.
It's understandable that they have more teams, right?
Mhm.
Like, working on multiple projects. But it's starting to feel like everything's blending together, and certain stuff just doesn't stack up correctly.
Like, let me put it to you this way. Basically, someone said that Game Freak is an indie company that holds the one of the most successful IPs out there. Like, because they're
holding that IP.
Because they're literally like a super small company, and they do all the main games pretty much, except for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That was Ilka. And prior to that, if I recall, they were just a support studio. But yeah, they're literally this small company that doesn't really open up to many people to like, hey, can you help me out with this game and all that shit. But regards to the case, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it might not even be Game Freak's fault. It's probably the Pokemon Company, because the way they do it is, for those that don't know, the way they get their money is from sales from merchandise. So they try to push these games out so they can sell more merchandise and all that stuff. So
merchandise.
And I mean, it makes sense if you show the game as soon as they did, and you literally show off all of the starters. You can get plushies of those starters like that.
Like that.
And they'll fly off the shelves because everybody's already like, oh my god, these starters are so cute. I want Fuecoco. I want a Sprigatito plushie. I want this. I want Donald Duck.
Donald Duck. I will say though, I do like the way the starters look. So I'm already impressed with the starters. They all three look great. I love them all.
Donald's gonna have a staff, and he's not healed.
It's just Donald, bro. I can't. It's just
that's the best
with the
part.
JoJo hairstyle.
What's wrong with it?
Everything.
But I really think the best part about that duck, well, okay, it's not really a duck. Quaxley has a duck-like name, but I think the bird it's based off isn't even a duck, which is pretty hilarious to me. But what I'm thinking of is just like, okay, I follow a lot of artists, and I follow a lot of artists that do a lot of Fakemon stuff, or like just their own interpretation of how these Pokemon could turn out before we get any final Evos and all this stuff. And just seeing these artists just gives me a firm reminder that Game Freak should really outsource to some of these artists that are creating better Pokemon than half of the design team.
Nintendo hired this man.
Nintendo hired this man.
But no, it's just like what I've seen so far. Well, one of these artists did a rendition of like what Quaxley could evolve into, and I thought it was sick because it evolved from like this small little duck to like this like matador looking Pokemon that had like red feathers on its wings, and it could go into like a cape form. It could go into like a bunch of other stuff, and I was just like, wow, that's actually innovative and cool. And plus, I could see it, right? Like Quaxley already looks like he could get the Matador hat if the feathers just sort of like reform in a way as soon as evolutions go up. But then again, I can't say for certain what it's going to be at the end. But I'm just saying it would be really cool to see. But I think that's like the benefit of them showing off the starters first, because then we have all these ideas. My hopes for the game, considerably speaking, is not even just gameplay based. It's mainly just Pokemon based. because I'm just like we're in Spain. We have a lot of Spanish. We can have a lot of Spanish.
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 Yeah. If you're from Spain, you're Spanish.
I mean, literally, sprigatito and fue coco.
Explica.
I hate you.
Wow, it's just like yes. Just for those of you who don't know, if you're from Spain, then you're Spanish.
Crazy. Whoa.
I don't believe you.
The name of the language.
I don't
But
believe
anyway,
you.
it's just like there's a lot of cool stuff that you can get from Spain that you can turn into Pokemon. There are even Pokemon that have Spanish influence that you can bring back into this generation, like
With their new forms of whatever the region's called.
like new forms of whatever the region's called. And you could bring back other Pokemon that already had Spanish influence before the new region. Like for instance, Jacob, Sun and Moon, Oricorio, Bile Stance.
Wait, which Ori? Oh, that's right, Oricorio. That's right. I forgot about that move. I was like, wait, what? And I had to think.
You could literally bring that Pokemon back because I mean it's literally a flamenco dancer.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely will fit with a new form if they wanted to. I mean, they can do it. I mean,
yeah, like with a new form if they wanted to, they could bring in Tauros, and that will literally give them more reason. I mean, I know
with an evolution.
I know all those Pokemon elitists that are like bringing in another Gen 1 into another generation. Shut up.
Don't worry. I mean, we're not even shut up. It's like, we know it's going to happen. Don't worry. Just wait for the next Charizard version.
True.
Yo, Spanish Charizard, let's go.
just wait for Spanish Meowth. Anyway.
True. Actually, no. We're not going to get a new Meowth. I mean, at least what they showed off, because Meowth is going to be, like, from what we saw in the trailer, you see regular Meowth just walking around.
Yeah, so regular Meowth is already...
Yeah, so, like, it seems like we're not going to be getting a new Meowth in the game, so that breaks a streak where it got something new since Gen 7.
But I'm just saying, like you can bring in Tauros and then subsequently create a Matador Pokemon.
Yo,
that
Tauros
is
and Milk Tank, if you get them together and do their shit, you get a baby new monster.
Oh my god.
It's just like, there's so much stuff that you can do. There's like, 10 other types that Eevee can evolve into, even though I know we're not going to get a new evolution yet.
I mean, there's possibilities. We'll see what happens with that one.
Oh.
We'll have to see. But, I mean, I've been holding out for quite some time, and I'm just like, Game Freak, I mean, literally anybody, Pokemon Company, y'all don't really like to make money, because y'all know, because y'all don't like money, because y'all know that aside from Pikachu, Eevee and all that shit that it can turn into sells off the shelves like hotcakes in terms of merchandising.
Oh yeah, Pikachu and Eevee like hotcakes.
And so I'm just like, yo, you got all of Eevee's evolutions flying off the shelves. Everybody loves Eevee. Everybody loves Vaporeon, Flareon, and company. Wouldn't it just make more sense to just make more evolutions at this point? And you can't say you don't have any design ideas, because Fakemon artists have been giving you concepts for years.
And there's plenty of other types that they haven't touched, like the ghost typing, the ground typing, the dragon typing.
And if Eevee doesn't even have a normal type evolution, which kind of would have made sense. Like, what if Eevee just didn't want to evolve into an element? What if it just wanted to get bigger?
Exactly. Like a normal typing. But the other thing I guess that we can say is that, of course, we do know that the Hisuian Pokemon will show up here somehow. I'm pretty sure it's just through Pokemon Home, so I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. But yeah, so we did get to see the Hisuian forms of, like, for example, we saw Zoroark, Hisuian Zoroark, so hey, they'll probably bring in the other ones. So we'll get, like, Lilligant and her dumb victory. What was it? Victory dance?
Victory
dance. Victory dance.
Yeah, let's go.
I thought you were going to say Victory Bell.
No.
That completely banned-ass move off competitive. I don't care what anybody says, because I already know what's going to happen. They're going to be like, no, it won't be banned, because since they're not going to be working on Legend Arceus rules, she's not going to get the 50% attack and attack buff. And I'm just like, look, all you got to do is just do the same shit, except treat it like Geomancy mixed with Focus Energy.
Anything's possible.
still boost all the stats, but increase critical hit. Still
Yeah.
banned.
But like,
Bam, bam, Lepian ham.
yeah. So we'll have to wait and see about that one. But you know, does anyone else have anything to add when it comes to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
All right. Easiest thing to comment on, okay? Why do our main characters look worse than the main characters of Sword and Shield?
True. Like honestly, like why?
I'm not even talking like just in terms of like clothing choices. I'm just talking in terms of art style, dude.
Like they look generic.
The art style used, at least from what I can tell, is based on Pokemon Snap. From what I could tell.
Oh, the gameplay. Like you mean like in the gameplay and all that?
Like, because like the protagonists of Pokemon Snap, they have like they don't have like the standard anime-ish eyes, from what I remember, right?
Yeah.
Like Pokemon Sword and Shield uses like an anime style for like its characters' faces, right? As an example,
Yeah.
right? But this one they don't use that sort of art style. They just like there's like circles for eyes, and there's just texture there. There's just texture there. It looks hollow and dead inside. Yeah, the clothing choice is terrible. Honestly, look. Okay, mira, Pokemon Company. Look, todo lo que yo necesito, okay?
Yo,
Es solamente
Spanish.
un gorro, okay? And there we go. That's all I need. A hat. Give me a hat. Give me a Mexican hat, por favor, please.
No, sir. This is gonna be Spain, so they're gonna go with Spain.
Sombrero. If I can't have a sombrero, all right, and a guitar on my back, then what's the point, dude? When I go into the sewers going adios, amigos, I don't,
If I can't go into any Spanish deserts with a poncho and a sombrero, I'm going to be mad.
Like how Mario.
I'm just saying, Metal Gear Rising represents my people better.
And then another thing to comment. And then I guess another thing to comment on, Pokemon Company, please. Can we just get rid of freeze and sleep for Drowsy and Frostbite? Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, definitely add in Drowsy and Frostbite. Honestly, those are way better. Like a way to half an opponent's defense and special defense, and of course a way to half the special attack. Because let me be real with you, like that honestly makes it way better. Because Frozen and Sleep just they suck. Like they're just whatever. Like why have that when you can have Poison, Paralyze, or Burn? But whatever, we'll see if they even implement those and all that stuff. I'm very curious as well if they actually implement something that was in Legends Arceus where after a while the status ailment will go away on its own. So I'm very curious to see if they actually add that in.
Wait, what?
In Pokemon battles...
You're telling me that beforehand you could not just like over time the status ailment would just stay there completely.
The status ailment stays there completely after every battle. In older Pokemon games, and the only time you'll just randomly heal yourself is if with the new, I forgot what it was, affinity mechanic and all that stuff, where like, oh, this Pokemon loved you so much, it cured itself. That was the only way it can cure itself. Other than that, like, there was no way to just like heal yourself normally, especially in older Pokemon battles, like in an older Pokemon game. Like, if you're poisoned, you finish the battle with poison, you're poisoned. You know what I mean?
You're talking about after a battle. Okay.
No, not even like after battle. Yeah, that's a thing normally. But I'm talking about during battles, like in Legends Arceus, I'll paralyze an enemy, and then all of a sudden, just no longer is paralyzed. It'll just be like, okay, they took away the paralysis.
Oh, okay.
It's like they literally just gave every Pokemon in Legends Arceus the fucking shed skin ability.
Essentially, yeah. But I don't think that's going to happen because then it would just make shed skin irrelevant. So,
I mean, they made a lot of crap irrelevant in Legends Arceus. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, Frostbite and Drowsy are probably some of the best things. Sleep and Freeze were some of the most useless status ailments of all time in Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I get you, yeah. But look, just wait for Pokemon Legends Hoenn or whatever they want to call it, bro. And wait until they add, like, once again, they don't put in abilities, and they add the ability to add Slaking. That dude is about to destroy everything in its path.
What do you mean, dog? Obviously, the next Legends game is Legends Celebi because we need another Pokemon that can transcend space and time.
True, they need to pull someone from the future to the past and also, so they got to do that. But yeah, no, I mentioned
Yeah,
slacking because slacking's ridiculous of Pokemon if it doesn't have Truant. But what were you gonna say though, Theo?
we're gonna get we're gonna get a train station guy again.
Oh, we're gonna get Emmett this time. Emmett shows up and all that stuff.
We're gonna get Emmett instead of Ingo.
That'll be hilarious. But yeah, no, that's about it when it comes to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet from my end. But what about you guys?
Donald's not gonna hear me.
Oh,
I've already said my piece. There's really not much I could say until there's more information, I suppose.
I get you.
Water types stay winning in terms of
True.
starters, okay?
Hold up, you spitting. Hold up.
I mean,
No.
What do you mean no?
no, why?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. Look, the turtle with the cannons is better than the freaking Charizard or whatever. What is it? Fake dragon. There we go. Let's call it that.
Bro,
Fake
imagine thinking a shitty turtle's better than a dragon.
Bro, I'm just saying this turtle got cannons. It looks more appealing.
Yo,
And this man's got more forms than that turtle's got cannons.
Bro, I'm just
Look,
saying. Have you
I'm
not
just
seen the
saying-
Gigantamax?
I'm just saying, okay, when I look at the water starters of all the games, overall the quality of the water starters just looks so much better than the rest of these losers. I mean, you bring up Charizard, why would I want to have a Pokemon who I can tell is dying based on the flame on their tail?
Well, then at least you know that you're taking shitty care of it if it has no flame.
True.
Yeah, sure. Anyways,
But anyways,
Why do I want to rely on a dead mechanic to turn it into an actual dragon type?
True. That's right. There's not going to bring Mega Evolutions. I hope they do, but they're not going to do it. But
exactly, you can't even say it's a dragon because it's not a dragon type.
I'm sorry, Charizard, the dragon Pokemon. Easy clap.
Nah.
anyways, so I guess
They don't call it the dragon. Do they call it the dragon? No, they call it they call it what? The fire lizard. I'm like, huh?
yeah, the Fire Lizard, I think is what they call it. Let me see, because he used it as a title. But yeah, no. Are you,
Like the fire lizard Pokemon. That's how they knew they wanted Charizard to stay losing.
Oh no, my bad. He's called the Flame Pokemon. That's what he's.
That's garbage.
But anyways, so
That means when you think of fire, what do you think of? Charizard.
no, what do you mean? I think of Arcanine. But anyways,
No,
I'm
that's
not
the
gonna
good boy. That's just a good boy.
I'm not gonna lie. If you say fire, the first thing I think of is either Arcanine or Blaziken. I don't even think of Charizard, really.
understandable. But yeah, no. Do you guys have anything else you want to add about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
I just wanna
Violet
say-
version better.
What?
Yeah,
Which one?
yes, I do. Thank you, Pokemon Company for going back to colors.
True.
Yes.
But what were you gonna say,
We're
Theo?
going to Persona 5's color.
Never mind. On second thought, I'm cutting him off. We're moving on to the next one.
No. Okay. I was actually gonna say something serious.
All right, what we gotta say?
I was basically saying that for me, for someone who's like, I kind of died down on Pokemon. Like after Gen 7, like my love died down for the series. But after Pokemon Legends Arceus, I'm starting to get a tiny bit more hype. So I got some pretty high expectations. Don't fuck it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then they're gonna fuck it up, and you're gonna get depressed.
Yeah,
That is your mistake.
But no, I don't know what version to get yet because I haven't seen the Pokemon yet. Edgar's already just getting Violet because of the color, and I don't blame him.
I'm getting Scarlet.
It's just like it is what it is. It is what it is. Obviously, if they're putting out two versions, they're gonna do what they always do: exclusive Pokemon, exclusive legendaries. That's fine. I guess we just can't. I just want to see the exclusive Pokemon. I guess.
Yeah, just don't pull what you did with X and Y and just skip like Zygarde's lore. And it's like, bruh.
I'm just gonna say this, okay? Look, so I don't know how true this was, okay? But apparently for Sword and Shield, it didn't actually matter which version of the game you got because both versions were on the cartridge.
No, I think that's
It's
Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl.
What was it, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. With Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, alright, both games were on the exact same cartridge, but there was like a flag that dedicated which one you would load up instead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can get the other one either through rewriting the code, I believe, or it was something with hacking. And I have a little funny Switch, and so if they do that, then it doesn't matter which version.
At Nintendo, look at this guy.
Oh, for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, right? You could just load up. Oh my god!
Yeah, I was laughing. I was laughing when I found out. I'm like, really, bro?
I own the same game twice.
Basically,
I bought the dual pack, bro.
Hey, look, it'd be like that. If Pokemon Scarlet and Violet end up pulling that, I'm sorry, Pokemon Company. You played yourself.
True. But
exactly.
Anyways, I'm all Pokemon'd out. I don't really have anything else to mention, but are you guys good?
Yeah, just don't fuck the cat.
True.
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
All right. So let's go to the next topic, boys. So Evo is coming back after like a year of hiatus. Well, technically 2 years because one in 2020 was canceled, and
because of funny reasons.
and of course COVID. So that ended up happening. So we got Evo once again returning. We have 9 main games. For those who don't know the games, we got Street Fighter V, we got KOF 15, Guilty Gear Strive, we got Tekken 7, we got Grand Blue Fantasy, we got Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm saving the one for last. So I think you know what I'm talking about. Smash Brothers, right? Yeah, we got Smash.
Yeah,
Smash?
Yeah, you got Smash.
Melty Blood.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Melty Blood. We got I'm saving that last one. You know which one I'm saving for last. So the one they actually save for last.
Yeah, the one you're just missing one more, and it's Mortal Kombat 11.
I can't believe I forgot about Mortal Kombat 11 already. Yeah, and then Skullgirls. So we got those 9 games coming to Evo this year. Cool lineup, but yeah, that's it. No Smash.
No Smash?
That's it.
No Smash?
Oh my god.
Wait, what was that?
They're all very original and very funny.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Totally.
the games are cool. Like I'm honestly really excited for this lineup. Really, really damn cool. It just sucks once again. Because we're gonna talk about this right now. There is no Smash at Evo, no Melee, no Ultimate. And it just sucks. Like it really does. I don't know why Nintendo decided no, but I'm pretty sure the reason for that is due to the fact that Evo is now co-owned by Sony. So I don't think Nintendo wants to participate in an event that's owned by one of their competitors. It's what it is, and honestly, it just sucks. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but what do you guys think about no Smash at Evo?
All right, so look. There are 3 potential reasons for this.
Mhm.
A goodish reason, a bad reason, and an even dumber reason. Okay. So the first reason, all right. So the dumbest reason could be because of the events that happened in Evo 2020. Because they weren't even going to show up for last year. We don't know if that was because Evo didn't want them or whatever. Or because Nintendo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it was Evo Online last year, and no one really.
You don't want that Smash netcode, bro? Come on.
So it might be because of that. The bad reason is that Sony thing, right? Because Sony now owns Evo, and the hopeful reason is Nintendo did announce a long time ago at this point that they would have a Smash Brothers circuit partnering with Panda Global. Now, ever since that announcement, nothing has been said about it. Panda has been very quiet on the subject matter at hand. People are obviously concerned because Evo is a big spot, and let's face it, even though fighting game players refuse to believe it, Smash does bring in the numbers more than most fighting games that show up at Evo.
It is true. It's true. Like Smash dominates Evo. Like literally, like most of their viewers just come for that. So we're about to see a massive decline in viewers when it comes to Evo this year.
Wow, who would have thought?
When it comes to this year, I mean, there could be plenty of reasons why Nintendo decided not to, but because it's Nintendo, everyone's just gonna assume it's the worst or dumbest reason possible. I mean, for me, my issue was always that Smash never needed Evo to become popular. It just needed Nintendo support. And if Smash gets Nintendo support, then it doesn't really matter if it's at Evo or CEO or anywhere else. It just matters as if it's being supported by Nintendo. Which, I mean, depending on how this circuit goes, we'll find out eventually.
Yeah, because Smash is just a game that can thrive on its own. It doesn't need the success of tournaments in order to like sell massive numbers. Other fighting games can definitely use that. Like for example, Melty Blood being one of the games here can definitely boost up sales for Melty Blood. You know what I mean? Or get people to be like, oh, what is this game? Melty Blood? Let me learn about it. You know what I mean?
No, what's multi?
Especially with the stipulation of this tournament, because the thing about this Evo that's different from previous Evos is that while they should have done this in the beginning, in my own personal opinion, this year's Evo, the lineup is in order based on how many entrants there are per game. So, as an example, the last game at Evo is usually the biggest one because they usually have like some of the bigger announcements at the end, if I believe. If I remember that correctly. So having your last game at EVO, because people are going to be there to watch it, is pretty important, which means that people have to sign up for their game if they want it to be the last game at EVO, right? With all that being said, again, it should have been done this way to begin with, but ultimately the first game will be the one that has the lowest amount of... anyway, so the first game will be the one with the lowest amount of entrants, and then the last one will be with the highest amount of entrants. Again, I don't know why they never did that before, but here we are.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's because companies and all that stuff. Also, to answer Theo's question and all that stuff, Melty Blood is a game made by a different, I think, French bred, the same guys who do Under Night.
French.
Bruh. Anyways, they make the fighting game, but like,
Blood. So basically,
I hate you. But it's also made by Type Moon, I believe, aka the same people who make the Fate series.
Yeah, that was it was their original like fighting game because they made Tsukihime first, and then Melting Blood is like the Tsukihime fighting game.
Yeah, Tsukihime. Yeah. Also, is Saber in
She's in this one. She's in this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, no. Anyways, going back to the topic when it comes to the one with the most entrants is finals. I honestly think it should have been like that because there were times that they would just have it be the final thing because there were bigger announcements that they would reveal, or maybe the company is like chilled out a bit more to be the final game or whatever. But it's definitely noticeable when if a game is like the final game and it has like little entrants, you can kind of see based off the people watching the tournament. Like I think BB Tag, for example, is one of the finals, like one of the grand final ones that they had on the main stage, and you can kind of see that when it came to the people viewing the game, it was definitely lower than others. So it's very smart of them to have the games with the bigger amount of entrants as the finals, because that means that whole theater's just going to be packed and everything like that, which I'm honestly really excited for. But yeah, no, so that's pretty much our Evo lineup, and honestly, just no Smash at the tournament it's just sad. It is sad. Hopefully we get to see them eventually, but honestly, as of right now, I'm thinking that's not going to happen. Maybe things will change next year. Maybe next year Nintendo will be like, yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? We'll go at Evo. But I honestly don't see it happening. But that's just me. But does anyone else want to mention anything about Evo? Or no Smash at the event? Whatever.
So the important question, JVGM 98 from the YouTube channel JVGM 98. Will you be going to Evo?
Well, number one, remember I'm going by Septic now. Number two.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The channel's still saying the same name. But number two, I want to go. I'm gonna take ColorfulMee over there for his birthday. I'm kidding.
What?
But no,
I'm
kidding. But I would love to go to Evo, but we'll see because it can be pretty expensive, and and I have to see if others will want to go and if they're willing to go to Evo, or maybe if I can't go this year, I'll go next year. You know what I mean? Maybe.
I'm sorry, I was deaf, and can you repeat?
Oh, that's right.
Can you repeat
That's
that?
right. You were deaf. I didn't even notice that, bro. I noticed it after you deafened yourself. But anyways, what's it called?
No.
It's a TLDR. Probably not. I would love to, but we'll see. It all depends on if people want to go.
Thank you.
There you go. But yeah, no, that's my thoughts on Evo. I'm really excited. But yeah, anyone else want to mention anything about Evo or no Smash at the event?
That's it.
I mean, not really. I mean, to be honest, for me, I'm not the fighting game guy. I'm not the SabdierZ.
They are fun to watch. I will say that when you sit down and watch pro players play, you're like, "Holy crap! I want to do that in the game."
Except Mortal Kombat 11. I'm sorry.
Except the Mortal Kombat base.
I'm gonna go sleep, dude. I'm gonna go.
I'm real. Yeah, I have no plans on watching the Mortal Kombat finals because I really don't care. Like
Mortal Kombat 11 has to be the most boring fighting game I've ever seen out of recent memory. Like we're talking like more modern fighting games. Has to be the most boring one I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like if I had to say, like, I'm probably gonna be skipping out on Mortal Kombat. Since I'll probably watch Dragon Ball Fighters, even though I really don't care about the game. It's always hype seeing the crowd go crazy. Like the crowd goes crazy.
It's definitely gonna be. Sorry, this is no longer Dragon Ball Fighters at Evo. Now it's Android 21.
Yeah, Android 21. Android 21 Fighters.
She is currently dominating the game.
Yep.
People I have never seen a community more split with a character's introduction than this one. I mean, even with how do I explain it? The character is absurdly good. And people love playing her, but there's just so many things about her that make her obnoxious, and she kind of breaks the game in her own unique ways. And most people like it, people don't. And the community for fighters has been one split group of people. Okay, it's been very negative ever since her introduction.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
I'm very confused about it.
Okay. It's gonna be epic and funny to watch.
It's basically the deal that Android 21.
No, because
I'll just give you a quick rundown.
I know
just give you a quick
Android
rundown.
21 is, but the thing is, doesn't she have the same moveset or something?
No,
that's the whole point. That she's a new fucking
Yeah,
character.
the lab coat version has completely different moves.
Yeah, she's completely different. There's just things about her that are just so because the original 21, the Majin form, right?
Yeah.
She's top tier as well, but the difference between that one and the new one is the new one, for instance, she has a level 1 that permanently debuffs a character, right? It doesn't matter what you do, she permanently debuffs a character by 21%. Okay, there are characters that can't even TOD because of that, and then imagine your last character was the one that got debuffed. Making comeback will be absurdly hard. Her special moves are Beyblades. So as an example, right? One of the things that people do is spark into vanish, and that's really good, right? But 21 just has a move that says, "No, forget that. I don't want to deal with that." And it's her Beyblade move because her Beyblade hits from behind.
Beyblade.
Her moves. A lot of her moves have not a lot of her moves, but she has really good anti-airing moves, and there's a lot of leeway with them. So it's really hard to approach either via some special moves, or as an example super dash, right? And even super dashing her is kind of dangerous because if she does react to your super dash as an example with her Beyblade, she could just kill you off of that move because she has a move where she stomps you. It's it's an OTG off the ground move, and she can get a combo after that and just kill you for it. She can even loop her own level 1s for added damage. She's just a really absurd character, and she works with so many other characters. To give you an example, Broly, the big Broly, Z Broly, he has a light command grab. Okay, that light command grab you can only follow up with supers if you're playing as Broly. But if you have Android 21, you can get the grab, special cancel into Android 21, do the stomp, and then fall off of the grab. And get crazy damage off of it. So Android 21 as a character, there's more to it. I haven't even mentioned her crazy projectiles, the fact that she has a barrier, but even then she didn't even really need the barrier. She has a command grab, she can combo off of anywhere basically. Ever since her introduction, even though people have been saying this already, this is the most I've ever heard people call Dragon Ball FighterZ a party game and not a fighting game.
What?
Yeah.
That's funny to think about, honestly.
Like she's really stupid. She's really stupid. She even has a command grab that heals her, and I don't mean heal like Krillin, right? He has a sensu bean. He can heal with the sensu bean, but I believe he can only heal himself, and it only heals blue life until you have like max blue life. Then it heals yellow life. But for Android 21, even if it doesn't just refill her blue life, it also refills her yellow life. So like, let's say you had a bit of blue life, it doesn't stop at just the blue life. It just keeps going until the grab animation's over, and she can still combo off of the grab. And the debuff I mentioned is just a level 1, barely cost meter, and you can combo into it. You can even do something like this. Like, let's say you're playing as a different character, right? Like my character's like Gogeta, right? Gogeta Blue. He can do like, if he knocks you to the ground and he does like his Kamehameha super, and you have 2 more bars, you can go into like Android 21 with the ball, and then do the stomp into the debuff. Or, I mentioned like a special cancel. You can do like one of Gogeta's moves allows Android 21 to get a Dragon Rush, which means she can get like a knockdown, and then from the knockdown, stomp into debuff. Like she's ridiculous. I definitely got to show you her later if you want to. She's an absurd character. Absurdly stupid character. I love to play her. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I love to play her. I just don't like fighting against her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of my Dragon Ball Fighters rant.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine. So basically, no, it's basically gonna be like Leroy, but back in Tekken 7 Evo Japan, where like Leroy dominated the whole tournament. We're probably gonna be seeing a lot of Android 21 here. And if nothing's done about it for KOF 15, like in terms of patches or the new characters, they don't add anything like that. I believe we're pretty much going to be seeing characters like Ralph. Like
you have to get if nothing changes, the guarantees are Vanessa, Ralph, and Terry. You will, if nothing changes from now till Evos for whatever reason, I mean, there was a recent patch. I don't know. I didn't check patch notes if it did change anything, but at the time of this recording, the main 3 you'll always see is Vanessa, Ralph, Terry. You'll either see one of those characters, or 2 of those characters, or all 3 of them in a team.
Yeah, even the exhibition match they showed, like, both characters were using Ralph. Both characters, I believe, were also using King of Dinosaurs.
No, one of them was just using King of Dinosaurs.
One was using King of Dinosaurs? Okay, yeah. I think both were using Vanessa.
Only both of them were just using Ralph. The other person was using Vanessa and one other character. I think it was Elizabeth. I don't remember.
One had Elizabeth, but regardless of the case,
yeah.
Ralph is definitely going to be one you're going to see on everyone's team, and like Abdir mentioned, Terry and Vanessa are going to be probably the others you're going to see. But other than that, like, I don't know what other characters are like really, really high up there that we're just going to be like, oh look, Guilty Gear, for example. Guilty Gear is just all Soul players. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, I mean, the Soul days have long been gone.
Yeah, they've been gone. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving an example. But so yeah, no, we'll end up seeing and all that stuff. What's it called? What each competitor brings to the table. But we'll see what happens. We have a couple months before Evo. It should be August 5th? August 5th to the 7th, or August 6th to the 8th. I forgot. But it's almost coming up here. There's a lot of time for like patches and new characters that come up. So with that, you know, things are definitely going to be changing around Evo time. But yeah, no, that's our thoughts on Evo. I'm really excited to see what it has to offer, and yeah, hopefully Smash Bros comes back to the main stage. But yeah, no, you guys done with Evo and all that stuff?
Yes.
All right, so let's get on with a rumor here. So we got once again our good old friend Switch Pro, right? I love that guy, right? That guy shows up here and there. He just shows up.
That guy's a piece of shit.
I thought you Switch Pro rumors have died. My death was greatly exaggerated.
But yeah, no. So once again, we're getting more Switch Pro rumors. I think it came from Nvidia leaks once again. Like I think something updated, and through looking in the code, they saw something like that, like matched something that has on the Switch. But Theo, you want to mention it?
Yeah, if you want to know. If I understand correctly, basically they dug through like the Steam Deck, and they found out that there was like some kind of code that had some kind of similarity with the Nintendo Switch, And so basically, they kind of traced it back, and then they were like, "Oh, this is new hardware that they're probably going to use for a new Switch."
Okay, yeah, so that's basically what happened. Because I saw it, like, via, like, the text and all stuff in the files, and people were looking through it. So it came from the Steam Deck, which makes sense, because isn't the Steam Deck also powered by NVIDIA?
Yeah, the NVIDIA graphics.
NVIDIA.
I don't know if it's the graphics card,
Kingdom
but
Hearts
that's
4
what they're
coming to
using for the Switch.
But yeah, no, basically, because of that, we know a little bit more about this supposed, NVIDIA stuff that's going to be put on for the new Switch. Like, if I recall, that also had a capability of ray tracing, right?
Yo, ray tracing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
I
here we
love
go.
ray tracing, bro. It's so good.
It's some, yeah,
Here we go.
but
Get
yeah,
your ray tracings out.
but
Get it
look,
out.
I'm just saying, like, from what, if I recall what it said, it stated that it would have ray tracing and everything like that. And I think just higher, higher graphical power and all that stuff. If I recall, like, let me see here, if I can get this tweet from NW Player 123. It stated here, NVIDIA leaks have NVN2, which seems to be the graphics API for the Switch Pro, based on Ampere with ray tracing support and DLSS 2.2. That's pretty much what he stated. But we really don't know anything else other than that. But it seems like if it has ray tracing support, the graphical fidelity is definitely going to be improved upon. Me personally, if we do get a Switch Pro, if you're able to take it with you on the go, I think it's cool. But if it's only for home console use, I'm fine with that as well. Like, I'm really, like,
Yeah.
I don't really take my Switch out that much. Like, most of my time playing the system is just docked. Like, I don't take it with me everywhere. But that's just me, though. And honestly, like, I want to know what you guys think about the Switch Pro. Like, if a Switch Pro happens, what do you want to see? And do you want it to have a portable mode?
Can I go first?
Go for it. I don't care. Jump in.
All right, first. All right. So basically, for me, I really don't mind. Like, when it comes to me, I really don't care about 4K support, even though everyone's like, "Oh, it should have 4K support." I think what really matters for me is the performance and just making sure that big games run well on the Nintendo Switch at 60 frames, 1080p. That's what matters the most for me.
Or improve other games, like, for example, like, imagine Xenoblade 2 getting the Xenoblade 1 and 2 getting the Pro support, where the graphics look way better and the game runs at a higher frame rate.
And, like, for example, I was playing Miitopia, and right now I am playing Miitopia. And sometimes when there's more than like 6 characters on screen, bro, it chugs. Like, we're talking like we're rolling in the mud. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, Switch does have sometimes issues when it comes to running certain games, like, or another game, for example, like SMT5, which, again, an amazing game on Switch. The game doesn't even run at a full 30. It runs at like 27 frames. Like, I think it stretches to like 29. It's very noticeable, as you can see that sometimes the game's like really laggy and all that stuff. So, anything about that.
SMT, baby.
Like, imagine that game running at 60 with higher graphical power. That would honestly be really damn awesome.
And I don't know if it's like I don't really know much about storage, but if we can add an SSD, that'd be pretty cool.
Or just like more storage in general, because the highest is 32 gigs. Like, what is Nintendo doing?
Can we get at least 64 gigs?
Not even, bro. Can we just get 1 terabyte? Like, come on.
Oh, into a terabyte.
I don't care. Just 1 terabyte. Like, bro, like, I don't like the or 500 gigs if they want to be cheap. But, like, honestly, like, I think we need more. We need a bigger. What's it called? We need a bigger. Need more storage, basically.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, though.
But yeah, no, like, the Switch Pro, honestly, like, if this is supposed to be like a new console or like a similar to PS4 Pro, whatever, if it's PS4 Pro, I just want to see added features for older games, other Nintendo games, make them run better, and just make them look prettier. Or if this is like a new console, like I've said this to you guys before, but if Nintendo's making a new console, I want it to be backwards compatible with the Switch, and whatever the new games cartridges are going to be like. Or they can just keep making the same cartridges and it's just a new console. That's on them, though. But for me, like, if the Switch Pro happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, this could be them testing stuff out and nothing ends up happening from it. But I do want to see a new Switch Pro. But does anyone else have anything to say about the Switch Pro?
Yeah, so basically all I'm gonna say is I think it'd be pretty stupid if they don't have like some sort of handheld no nonsense, because I mean that's kind of the point of the Switch. And I just think that the point of the Switch is for there to be games where
Switch has games.
Yeah, Switch has games. Where the point is for the games to be able to be played portably and handheld, and it can't play handheld, then I think there's a problem there. You know, I mean, maybe I'm crazy. But
No, I don't blame you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for me, I just think it's really bad if the Switch Pro was just console only. I mean, don't get me wrong, I myself have a very special Switch, and so maybe if I were to get like a Switch Pro, maybe some games I would play on my Switch. But then again, I'm just like, if like a Switch Pro would likely be expensive, and so, if I don't want to take my base Switch outside, I would take a more handheld version. So I'd just rather take the Switch Lite. But then, at that point, I would just say, just make like a better version of the Lite. Yeah, like it might cost more, but I'd rather have like, at least for me, because of my current situation, I'd rather just have like a really good handheld Switch, right? And so far, the best option is the Lite for me, as an example, because the OLED would be better for handheld, yes, but I think it would just be more expensive that way and be more obnoxious if I did it that way, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my opinion on the Switch Pro. I just think I agree with the funny French man. Games should just run better. And looking prettier is nice and all, but a game can only look as good depending on its art style. You know what I mean?
Back to the Street Fighter 6 situation.
Oh yeah, dude. But yeah, that's basically my whole point.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Like, and especially when you mention more power, because if I recall, those Xenoblade 3 rumors from like back in August were saying that the game was going to be delayed because of one, COVID, and two, the game was also having issues. Like they were like pushing the game to like the extreme limits on the Nintendo Switch. So like they were having issues trying to get it to run good. Yeah, like everything of that leak is pretty much turning out true, basically. So if that is indeed true, and also specifically the one about the Switch and how it's like they had issues running it, imagine a Switch Pro. Like they'd have way more opportunities to like increase its power and everything, and the game would just look even better. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we get Xenoblade X. It takes until the Switch Pro for us to get a port of Xenoblade X.
Copium.
True. Let me get on that copium real quick, bro. Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, no. Does anyone else have anything to say about the Switch Pro or any expectations about it?
I just hope it's real, bro. Like, I'm tired of going on that 5-year-old hardware, bro.
I know, right? And it's like, as they mentioned, the Switch is on it's halfway through its lifespan. So that means they're saying that we have 5 more years with the Switch.
Like, bro.
Like, please, no. Like, bro, like, upgrade that bitch, please.
It's a prank.
But anyways, yeah, that's what I have to say on the Switch Pro. But again, if you guys want to mention one more thing, just go ahead and let me know, and just say it here.
I'm good now.
You good, Edgar? You have anything else to say on the Switch Pro?
Nope.
I'm a PC gamer anyway.
Wow, but anyways,
Oh my goodness,
Bruh.
swear to God.
Not even.
what a funny guy. But anyways, let's ignore what he said. No, I'm kidding.
Bruh.
But anyways,
What is this then?
we have ourselves the last topic that we have to talk about. We have a state of play.
Oh, state of
And which state of play that was actually good? Let's go.
It was okay. It was fine.
No, man, it's got JoJo. It's the greatest state of play ever.
Oh, true. You're right. Man, it was fine. I mean, the JoJo one was definitely a big one. I was really hyped for the TMNT collection that they showed off there with all the classic TMNT games.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I was like, yo, they actually did that, yo.
We got not Dino Crisis in this game, which I have no idea what the hell's
Yeah,
going on.
Dino Crisis. No, it's Dino Crisis, bro. You might as well call it
Not
Dino
Dino
Crisis.
Crisis.
No, you might as well call it Dino Crisis.
It's not.
not Dino Crisis.
It might as well be.
Bruh. Anyways, ignoring him.
Wow, you always ignore me.
True, but what's it called? There's the Square Enix games that they showed off. Was it only 2 games? I think I'm missing one that they showed off. Oh yeah, Stranger Paradise.
Forspoken as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting that one. Stranger
Oh yeah,
Paradise.
that's right. Forspoken was shown off. I completely forgot that was shown off there. I'm be real with you.
Yeah, no, I really don't care about Forspoken.
I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, I'm not gonna get it yet. I mean, hopefully it's good because people are pretty hyped about it. The Square Enix games that definitely interested me were the last 2 games though, like the strategy RPG game that they showed off and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. True, except they changed the lesser lines to green, so
yeah, my color, you know.
Bruh, a downgrade if I have to say. But anyways,
Don't you even, bro.
But the other one is the last RPG, which it seems to be more of an action RPG. And when I saw the ruins, my mind immediately went to Drakengard, not even Nier. Well, I think it went to Nier, but I think it was more Drakengard if anything. But no, it turns out it's a different thing. It looks nice, you know. They could be good games, you know, maybe underappreciated games that not many people buy, but I do think that those 2 games definitely look beautiful. But that's all I can remember pretty much from the state of play, honestly. Like, I just see that the state of play was just fine. Well, but what do you guys have to say about the state of play, if anything, like, caught your eye?
I'm just excited for that. I'm just excited for the JoJo fighting game, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Like, I mean, is it like there's nothing new being added? It's just remastered, right?
No,
They're adding some characters, I'm pretty sure. But just the fact that we're getting a game whose license was not dead into a point now where we don't have to worry about it being gone because now every system will have it. We're good, man. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
There's gonna be over 50 characters, and I think the base roster for the other one was like 41.
It was like 40, 44. So we're getting like 6 characters more.
Yeah,
and we're getting the DLC characters. I don't know if that includes them, so I'm hoping.
Yeah, and if I recall, like a lot of the characters that were in here weren't in they didn't have their anime versions yet. So
yes, some of the parts didn't have anime.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, all the voice actors, right, that already appear in the anime, the voices are going to change to their anime counterparts.
Yes, except for I think one of them died. I can't remember who right now.
Oh.
They will keep their old voices.
Oh, that's respect. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's fine.
Okay, I don't mind that.
That's cool. That's cool. So as we continue this podcast, and there's a car beeped outside, so the mic caught that. Thank you.
Yo.
It's funny how your mic caught it, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it would be like that. But yeah, no. The JoJo's fighting game was definitely one of the biggest ones there. Since I'm not a big JoJo guy, of course, for me it was the TMNT stuff. TMNT and
that honestly sounds pretty good.
And the last 2 Square Enix stuff. What happened?
That I didn't even know the TMNT stuff was there, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, it has the shitty NES versions, you know, so Angry Video Game Nerd about to love that. And then of course we have the classic arcade games that are there, like Turtles in Time and just the classic TMNT arcade game. So yeah, no, like honestly, it's a pretty cool collection, and I have no idea what the price is going to be, but a lot of people are saying it's going to be worth it, especially when you look at the lineup of games. Like it's a huge lineup of TMNT games.
Yeah, wasn't there like 8 or something?
Yeah, I forgot, but it's like a huge amount.
It's 11.
Yeah.
11 games?
11.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 11 games, yeah.
Super good collection, if you ask me. But yeah, no, honestly, like the state of play for me was, well, it was okay, like at most, but does anyone else have to mention anything about it?
Not really.
If I were to give my highlights, I would say JoJo is probably the biggest one, of course. The second one would be Non-Dino Crisis.
Yeah, Exo Primal. Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna call it not Dino Crisis, okay?
Yeah, not Dino Crisis. Is the better name. But it is super funny, bro. Like I'm watching this, like, what is this? And I just see dinosaurs falling out of the sky. I'm like, what in the actual hell is going on here? And I just see Capcom Presents. I'm like, ain't no way this is Dino Crisis, bro.
Marvel Comics. Oh wait.
If Marvel Comics actually showed up, I would be popping off. Like I would have been screaming from the roofs, bro. Capcom presents Marvel Comics. Let's go. Anyways,
Fucking go.
but
for me, like it was so that JoJo game, Exoprimal, there was like this samurai 2D. I don't know if it's like hack and slash. I don't know, but you were basically taking out people in your way in a 2D plane.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was like the one that's like this like gray film kind of thing, like a gray film kind of game. It looks pretty cute. I did like it.
Yeah, it looks cool, but that's really about it. And then after that, I think that's it now. I mean, yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection is really nice, and that's about it. Like everything else was everything else was either mid for me or just like I don't care.
I guess that's one thing we can say. Like honestly, we can easily talk about is the state of plays. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Anyways, but no, for real, like the state of plays, because the thing is that these state of plays, right? It's like, why do we need a PlayStation Presents for a presentation to be good? Why can't everything just be under the state of play thing? You know what I mean? Like everything is under the Nintendo Direct stuff for Nintendo, and there'll be shitty directs and there'll be amazing directs. You know what I mean? Why does it have to be whenever PlayStation does their presents, it's great, but when State of Play comes around, we have to lower our expectations. Why can't
shit.
Yeah, like why can't we have like hype things with the State of Play? Like, come on, man. It's like, Jesus Christ, like don't separate the two. You can make a really damn good presentation and show off some banger games, like whether it comes from third parties or it's, of course, specifically if it's Sony, their first party games. Like we can have some bangers there, but hey man, it's whatever, bro. But that's just me.
Banger. I barely know her.
Oh my god.
Damn, Edgar, I swear.
Yeah, no, I never remembered like getting anything crazy about a state of play. I don't think we ever got anything crazy.
No, you guys always call it state
You
of
forgot that Final Fantasy VII Remake finally got shown off again after so long in a state of play.
But that was really it. And like Final Fantasy VII, just between you.
I think FF16 was shown off in a state of play as well. So we've had some cool announcements at state of plays. I think I think I had one on my channel. I don't know if I've taken it down. It's been a while, but I did. There were some cool state of plays back then that were like, "Hey, this is pretty cool." But most of the state of plays that we've seen are just, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But well. Anyone else want to mention anything about state of sleep? Or my bad, play. There we go. Yeah, play.
Oh yeah.
Nah, let's call it State of Sleep, bro. You might as well.
It's all about the players. It's all about the game.
True. But if that's the case and we can't say anything else, we are done.
Already?
Yeah, we're done. That's it. We covered all 5 topics.
It's all easy, boy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's only been an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, just like last time. But
I thought it was 2 hours. Oh,
no, we're almost.
Enough.
You're like less than 30 minutes off. But yeah, no, we are done. So I guess this is it. This is where we shill. This time we're going from top to bottom.
I ain't got nothing, bro.
Well, of course you don't. His Twitter's in the description. Go send him puppies.
Yeah, do that. That's fun. I like that.
Anyways, next.
Twitter.
Understandable. Whatever. At least he said Twitter. Anyways, next.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to say nothing at all? You can fucking follow me on Reddit too.
Bro, Reddit? Nah, bro, I'm not chilling that. Anyways, next.
Cut off this section.
Reddit?
He just said Reddit, bro. Anyways, alright, Travis, next.
Alright, so...
He's still laughing at the Reddit.
I'm still stuck at Reddit.
Like, god damn it.
Okay. Okay, now that I got the fucking giggles out of the way.
Hey, go ahead.
I mean, the only thing I really have is Twitter, so just go ahead and follow me on that. It's just, Mayset_Sama 69. I draw I draw the very family-friendly content, but without the family or the friendly, sometimes involving that number in my handle.
Yeah, so remember, 18 plus only.
18 plus only. I ain't trying to get flagged down because any of you minors and your parents that clearly didn't raise you right decided to show your face on my goddamn Twitter.
Easy block, basically. Anyways, next, Abdir.
All right, my name is SabdierZ, and you can follow me on YouTube, MySpace, Game Banana, Twitter, OnlyFans.
True!
And I'm missing one, I think. Oh yeah. You can also follow me on YouTube.com. Okay, I know I said
he forgot the YouTube
2 times. Okay, you gotta start it with.
Oh, he's doing it again.
YouTube.com of the YouTube variety. Okay.
Understandable.
Instagram. I almost forgot about that one. You see, I was thinking for time. You know what I'm saying? And of course, YouTube.com, the triple YouTube show.
Bro, let's go. Also,
I love how everything you said. I even heard you say OnlyFans, and the most ridiculous thing you said is still MySpace.
Yeah, dude. MySpace, right?
It really be like that. Bro, MySpace is great, bro.
I don't say anything on there, but you should go in there anyway. Oh yeah, my Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so there you go. All right,
he said YouTube again, bro. Anyways, Theo, your turn.
So you can follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord, follow my Twitch, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Free.
Nah, don't do that. But anyway,
I found it funny the way that, like, as soon as we go to Shilling, I just see SabdierZ just unmute his mic.
Yeah, he just waits. He just waits. He's like he patient. Look, Abdir patiently waits for only like 25 turns.
I have nothing to say about it.
Like Abdir patiently is waiting, but then once 25 turns have ended, he makes his move.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be like that, but anyways, yeah. This has been Septic, and these are all my homies here. Thank you for coming, of course, and also thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching this, and take care, everyone. Later.
Baba Booey.
Good night, or good day, or good afternoon.